years ago, I saw the cutest little tabby cat in a pet shop. After about 3 visits and about a month of pleading with my dad, I finally got her. Her name is Hazel. The first time I saw her, she was in a cardboard box accompanied by other kittens living in the same conditions. Before I decided on that particular pet shop, I had visited about 2 or 3 others. It was the same at each one, the same layout boxes. Seeing them like that made me feel something that I assume most humans would feel in that situation: empathy. I was confused to see that they were in that condition to begin with, considering I was in a pet shop with kennels everywhere and all. I believe that they were put in that condition to advertise because shelters and similar industries have learned the way the human brain works and are using that to their advantage to encourage sales. Companies and organizations often advertise their quote-unquote products in a way that persuades you into getting it. Some examples of this is the use of emotional background music or a fundraising charity ad showing malnourished kids without water. Either way, both of these are examples of the psychological method called utilizing pathos. When companies and industry utilize pathos, they emphasize the emotional parts of the subject. They connect with the audience, persuading them into buying. According to a source from the University of Louisville, pathos often use an imaginable story to appeal to or to convince their intended audience. In the case of pet adoption, many shelters like to use this in their campaigns, as it is one of the most practical ways. An article by the National Library of Medicine mentions that shelters may use sad stories to elicit sympathy and empathy. Some examples of this is when instead of just writing the pet's name, age, etc., they promote them by adding compelling biographies or even adding tragic backstories to evoke the audience empathy. Such as Cinnamon the pit bull was left homeless after her owners were killed in a hurricane. When you're placed in a position such as seeing the kittens in a box, a part of your brain called the amygdala reacts to it by processing those emotions you feel. In the case, empathy and remorse. According to both Britannica and the Queensland Brain Institute, the amygdala is a region of your brain that is primarily associated with processing emotions, such as anger, disgust, joy, anxiety, and fear. The amygdala is especially activated when a descriptive story or a realistic person is simulated. In a study by Javensky et al., they found that when a group of people were shown a picture of an orphan, they were more likely to donate compared to a different group that was only shown the silhouette of the orphan. I believe that the reason people adopt pets is because of how their psychology works and how companies may use that to their advantage. Some people may argue that not all pet adoptions are a cause of emotional appeal or the shelter industry's advertising method. An article that uses this argument is from the National Library of Medicine. In the abstract, it claims that pet dog adopters are influenced by a variety of complex factors, including wanting companionship for themselves or other pets, the dog's breed, age, appearance, temperament, behavior, or to provide a home for a homeless dog. Although the appearance of the pet, along with other factors, are considered, they aren't the most important reasons that one chooses whether or not to adopt. Another article from the National Library of Medicine says that studies such as that by Vadira et al. Found that empathy for the animal situation was a top factor in influencing decisions to adopt. Next time, whether you feel empathetic for a box of kittens in a pet shop or read a meaningful story at a shelter, wait and think, what is making you feel this way? We were born and wired to feel those emotions. It's the industries and organizations that have learned to manipulate them and use them to their advantage by using stories, ads, and other things to make us involuntarily feel those emotions. So in the future, don't act on impulse and take a second to contemplate. Is it you wanting to adopt, or is it something else manipulating your feelings? Make sure that you actually want to take care of the animal and that you aren't driven by temporary emotions. Thank you for listening.